I'm not finna lie to y'all. This generation of women are cooked. Literally hibachied, grilled, sauteed, stir-fried, however you want to put it. Like, let's take a look at Sexy Red, Sukihana, Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, I already said Meg, and Nicki Minaj. They have done a number on this generation's woman. And I'm gonna be real. The damage they done might be irreversible. Now, I know a lot of y'all might be thinking, what about men's music? What about the rap that these niggas be making nowadays? And I'm gonna be real, that's unacceptable too. And that's the whole point of me making this video, is that women's music is taking the same direction as men's. But it's worse because it's a whole lot more sexual. A whole lot more sexual. Sex is supposed to be sacred. You're supposed to not give your body up to anybody and any old person just because they got a diamond chain and they might look good. But this new generation of women's music is literally promoting and glorifying that you do just that.
Okay.
I'm selling coochie. I'm selling coochie. I'm selling coochie. I'm selling.
And hey, if you're part of hookup culture, hey, do your thing. That's on you. But I'm looking out for the niggas like me. Hey, we don't want to just mess around and sleep with any old body. I'm trying to find me a nice young woman that I can raise a family with. That's just me though. You know, every guy had a fun here and there. But eventually we gotta grow up. Eventually we gonna need a woman in our life to have some kids. Unless y'all niggas just wanna be single for the rest of your life. The difference though between now and then is that there were actually a quite few bit of women rappers that actually had substance and messages in their music. Like Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu. You know, the list goes on and on. But nowadays, I can't name one except for LMA. Now, there might be some others out there. I don't think SZA, she's too sexual. I don't know. I don't really listen to her music, so I'm not even going to put her in a scale of classy or, you know, I'm not going to put her on the scale from Lauryn Hill to Sexy Red because I don't know. I don't listen to her music. But that's besides the point. The music that's getting all the praise that I see on all of these blogs and just in the headlines and just mainstream is the Sexy Red, ratchet, shake that ass type of music that these women are making nowadays. And it's messed up. It's messed up. Because there probably are some women out there that are like a Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu in today's time, but they not getting no type of promotion. And I don't care what nobody says. Music is influential. It's very influential. And if you think that music isn't influential, I want to ask you this. When you go to the gym, what do? You're listening to music. What kind of music? Some type of music that's going to help you push through your workout. Whether it's some hardcore metal rock, hip hop, whatever it is. You're turning on some type of music so that you can push hard through your workout. And don't get me wrong, I listen to some young nigga music in the gym. I'm not finna lie to y'all. You know why? Because it be turning me up in the gym. But it stays in the gym. That's it. So I don't care what nobody's, oh, music isn't influential. If your kid is getting inspired or influenced by a music artist, you're not doing a good job as a parent. No, music is a lot powerful than we think, than we know, than we can even fathom. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But that gym example right there just proves to everybody that music is influential. And on top of that, what do some people do before they have sex? Some people turn that music on. What do some people do before they smoke weed and all? And you know, when they drinking, they turn that music on to get more in their feelings because they know the music is going to enhance whatever it is, whatever feeling that they want to feel, whatever action that they want to partake in. There's literally a clip of a dead rapper by the name of Lil Jeff who claimed to have 11 bodies, who says that music is motivation for what he did, which allegedly was catching hats. And again, I'm not here to pick sides because you know the same thing happened with men's hip hop as well. You had people like NWA and Ice-T, you know, they ushered in that gangsta hip hop, which influenced an entire generation in the 90s to be gangbangers. And what's crazy is none of them niggas was even active. The only quote unquote active members I think was Eazy-E and MC Ren. But back in the 90s, a lot of them niggas was cap rapping. They was literally rapping what they seen in the streets and perpetrating that they were doing those things in their music when in reality they really wasn't. The same thing is happening today, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of rare. You gotta prove yourself nowadays, it seems like. But I will say, at least back then, there was still a diverse of male musical talents. You know, you had R&B singers, you still had conscious rappers, you know, you had people like Outkast, you know, Public Enemy, you know, there was a bunch of rappers back then that still talk, you know, Kanye West, Common, even modern, you know, you got J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, when he not trying to portray as a gangster, Drake. But that's besides the point. We still had musical artists that were men that still had a positive message in their music, besides just shoot 'em up, bang bang, rob, kill, steal. You know, you got hustler music, motivating music. You know, there's still music out there for the guy that's like me that just want to listen to music and not hear somebody talk about, oh, I'm gonna kill this person. And it's still the same thing today. You know, you got Payroll Giovanni, you got Baby Smooth, you got GT, Peasy. Man, there's a Baby Tron. There's a lot of artists nowadays, you know, that don't just talk about bang bang, shoot 'em up, that I can't name off the top of my head, when I can't do the same for female artists, which is a problem. But the reason why this whole ratchet city girl type of image is being pushed is because, one, it's what's making the most money, and two, this is what the labels want. The labels want to influence a generation of women that behave in this manner. They know. The labels are not dumb. The head executives, the CEOs, they're not stupid. They know that pushing this type of music is going to influence women and young girls to act in this certain way.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed.
That's why now every girl wants to have a dude that makes six figures and that got a gun and, you know, living dangerous and living wild. And it's like, yo, this is not you. You don't want this. You might think you want this, but you only want this because Sexy Red wants this. You only want this because Glorilla wants this. You only want this because Lotto put in a song that her man gotta have a blicky on him at all times. And a big difference between men's and a woman's audience is that women are very copycat. They're very follow the leader. That's why it's easy to get them to do something. It's easy to tell a woman anything and they believe it. And men do it all the time. Men literally sell women dreams just so that they can get in them draws. Don't lie. If you're a man watching this, you have sold a woman a dream before just so that you can smash. Don't even lie. So, if I was a label executive that didn't want to see the black community rise up and I wanted to see them go down even further, it wouldn't be hard for me to get an artist like Sexy Red, Glorilla, boost their image up, make them seem like the livest thing out there, just so that a bunch of young girls can follow in their very footsteps to try to be just like them, and in return give up their morals, their standards, and just say, forget being classy, I want to be ratchet. The same exact thing happened to rap back in the early 90s and the early 2000s. We went from gangsta music to trap music to drill music. It's like conscious music is slowly disappearing. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some conscious rappers out there. You know, some rappers out there, like I said, I already gave some examples, that ain't talking bullshit. You know, again, you got rappers like Larry June out there. Larry June is one of the hardest rappers out there. Lil Russell, you got Lil Russell. Guys like Lil Russell. They out there, but we don't see them on the blogs. We don't see them getting plastered all over the mainstream. We don't see them just everywhere like we see a Glorilla or a Sexy Red, because that's not what they want to be pushed. They don't want messages and substance pushed out onto the young generation. They want a young generation of degeneracy, of hypersexuality. That's what they want. So that's what they're going to do. And I don't even want to hear nobody say nothing like, oh man, you just hating on them, you just hating. No, I'm not hating. I'm glad that they are able to change their lives and change their family lives and introduce new voices into the industry. But let's be real, the messages that they putting out there ain't good at all for them or for just their listeners at all. It's not good at all. It's bullshit. It's false. Sexyy Red probably ain't even really living how she rapping about. Now she might be, but we don't know this. Glorilla, she probably not living how she living. It's all an image. It's all an image that they pushing out there because this is what they want people to gravitate to. In the words of Charleston White, you know, I hear him always saying, those who control images control the mind. And music, entertainment, TV in general has been shaping the minds, the behaviors, the thought patterns of the community since day one. But the bottom line is that the same thing is happening. The cycle continues. The same thing that happened with men's music is happening to women's music. And eventually, we just gonna have a generation of hookup. Like, it's just gonna be straight hookup. It ain't gonna be no more classy women out there. They all gonna be taken. And I hope if you got a daughter right now, you better not be letting her listen to no Glorilla, no Sexyy Red. I hope you not. I hope you not. You better, man, I will slap you on your face if I ever see any one of you niggas out there that has a daughter that's allowing her to listen to Sexyy Red. Like, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. We know it's bullshit. We know it is. And the only way for us to make a change is to shed more light on the positive artists of our generation, whether it be male or woman. You know, if you an artist out there, a man or a woman that make music with substance and got a message behind it instead of being hypersexualized or talking about going on drills and catching hats, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I'm open to it all. I want to listen. I want to promote some artists that's actually talking about something that's actually helpful for the community instead of going backwards and, you know, leading us in the wrong direction. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. I hope y'all taking care of yourself. I hope y'all constantly improving and growing in all areas of y'all life. Until next time, see y'all again.